Hello, welcome to 6th grade math at Holly Grove Middle School. I am Miss Jarrett, the track 6-3 math teacher. Just to give you a little bit of information about who I am, I have been a Wake County math teacher for 14 years. I've taught 6th grade math for 7 years, and 7th grade math have also been taught by me for 7 years as well. I do use a strategy called flipping the classroom. I have used this strategy for about 3 years. Now, a little bit about flipping the classroom. Basically, there's two major components in flipping the classroom. The first one will be done at home. The second one will be done in the classroom. So first, at home, the students will go home and they'll watch an online math video. Usually the video will be created by myself. The video will last anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. It can be found on YouTube. What I would suggest is typing my first name into the search engine of YouTube. What you'll see come up is a pink and white icon that says Keep Calm and Love Math. Click on that and you'll have access to the math videos for the year. While watching the math video, students will complete guided notes to go along with the math video. And yes, the guided notes will be the homework assignments. So, once the students have watched the math video at home, they will then come to the classroom, and that's where the second component of flipping the classroom occurs. The students will complete a mastery test to prove their level of understanding of the objectives that were covered in the math video. Now, these mastery tests are anywhere from 3 to 6 problems, and again, they will focus on the objectives from the previous night's video. After completing the mastery test, there's two options that could occur. If the student has proved mastery of those objectives, they will move into an enrichment activity. The enrichment activity will again focus on the objectives in the math video, but the enrichment activity is more of a higher level critical thinking activity. This is where the rigor will take place in the classroom. Or students not proving mastery will move into a remediation activity. Remediation again will focus on those objectives, and it can be anything from rewatching the video, a small group discussion about the objectives and concepts discussed in the video, or a hands-on activity that will again reteach the concepts covered in the video. Now, there are some advantages and disadvantages of flipping the classroom, just like anything else. One major advantage, I feel, is the fact that flipping the classroom allows for more self-paced learning. If a student needs to rehear something or just to go back and just focus on the objectives a little harder, they can do that by having the lessons recorded on YouTube. This will allow for my students to go back and replay any concept discussed in the classroom at any time. A second advantage will be the fact that these videos are a good way to review for upcoming assessments. If we have a quiz or a test coming up, you are more than welcome. In fact, you're encouraged to go back and rewatch the videos if you are still struggling with some of the concepts. A third advantage would be for absent students. When students are out, a lot of times they come back and they're given a worksheet, which is the work that they miss, but not necessarily the teaching. By having my math videos on YouTube, my students can go back and look at the teaching piece to help them through the extra practice on the worksheets. And finally, number 4, it allows more class time for rigorous learning. Again, as stated earlier, once mastery has been proven, my students will move into a more critical thinking, rigorous activity, which probably would not happen the old traditional way of teaching math. Now, there is a disadvantage, that being students not doing their homework, meaning not watching the math video or not taking the notes. This could be a very serious problem the way my classroom is set up. Now, there is one solution to that, and that would be parents. At home, please make sure that your child is watching the math videos and taking the guided notes that go along with the math videos. If your child cannot watch the math video that night or for whatever reason, please feel free to email me and we will set up a time throughout the day where your child will have the opportunity to get that lesson.